Thanks for hanging with us this morning. The Education Foundation of Odessa is hosting a concert with George Thorogood and the Destroyers. That's happening tomorrow night. And we've got Jeff Woltz, the board president, live in our studio this morning to tell us a little bit more about this event. Thank you so much for being here so early today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate you having you. And before we get started, though, we actually have a video of the foundation that they put together to give us an idea of what to look forward to. Let's take a look.
George Thorogood and the Destroyers. The Good to Be Bad.
That looks like an incredible event that you have coming up.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
before we kind of get into that, can you tell us a little bit about the organization?
Sure. We got our start giving grants to teachers for innovative teaching ideas that the district was not able to fund. And when we started this almost 20 years ago. Next year will be our 20th anniversary.
Wow.
We've been doing the concert. This is our 18th concert. And the concert is our one fundraiser we have each year. And some of the new things that we're doing now, we've had a scholarship program for ECISD students, but we just revamped it so that it is strictly for those who want to become teachers. And our goal is to have those graduates come back and teach at ECISD for a minimum of 2 years. And with the teacher shortages that we're having out here, that's really, really big and important for our district.
It is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And it's a very creative way to keep people here who maybe live out here, but also keeping them in the basin and then helping fund their education journey. Because so many people, they do look to go outside of Texas, but when you're helping them, giving them grants and the resources and keeping them here, it's awesome.
Sure. And one of the big things, housing, everyone knows how expensive housing is.
Yeah.
And so since they're already from here, they actually have the opportunity to have housing, be able to stay at home with their parents or with friends. And so that alleviates that cost.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And sometimes that's even the biggest struggle that students have when they're looking at colleges and things like that.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
And your organization also has several facets of it as well. You have this reading program that people can get involved with?
Yes. One of our big programs is called Bookworms, and that is for pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade. And what we do is we have community members come in and read to each of them once a month. And then at the end of that month, those students get to take home that book. Every one of them gets a book. And this year, with I believe the last number I heard was 34,000 students. That means that there's over 7,000 in that grade range. And so every one of them gets a book every month.
And it's so important, too, that age to get them involved in reading.
Yes. Studies have shown that if you aren't able to read on grade level by third grade, then you're likely to drop out when it comes to your high school education, and you're less likely to go to college as well there. And so that's a very critical age period there.
And how important are these events when it comes to, funding the different projects you have going on in the community for students?
Sure. Well, our concert is our only fundraiser that we have each year. And so we make all of our money through that. We have the actual table sales, which there are still some tables available. The general admission seats are available all the way up to the time of the concert opening tomorrow night. And then we also have a big auction, and that auction raises a lot of money for Bookworms, for our scholarship. You'll actually be able to donate strictly to that scholarship or to a particular program that we have.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and some contact information too as well. We'll make sure it's on yourbasin.com for those tickets too, to make sure you get that information. And the event again is on what day? Tomorrow
night. Starts at 8 o'clock for the concert. We have a pre-party that starts at 6 o'clock. The auction will be at 7 o'clock.
And it surely looks bad to the bone. It looks really so much fun from that video. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to check out yourbasin.com. We'll have all of the information as well on how you can support this amazing organization for our teachers and children. But we are going to send it over to the break. We'll have more news and weather when we return.